Hi, folks. Welcome back to Vino Experienza by David Alexander. It's been a while. Wanted to do something today, and this is a shout out goes to my friend Jimmy. He wanted to hear a little bit more about food pairing, and I think that is also. I think he made a good comment. A lot of people want to know. Hey, listen, Dave, what wine goes with which food? And that's a good point. So let's do some of these. And I want to go through a few videos here and highlight some of the wines that I think are great food pairing wines. And today we are going to begin with this Pazzia uh, from Maduria, Italy. But before we go into that, let me talk a little bit about food pairing. Now, there's basically about three different ways that you can pair food and wine. And one of the ways is to do a simple complement that's basically putting like things together. For example, maybe you have some spicy food and you want to put a little bit of a spicy wine with that, which is what we're going to be doing today. Um, things like earthy wines with earthy foods. Think of things like stroganoff that has some mushrooms in it. You might want to pair a beautiful Pinot Noir that has a little bit of earthiness on that, and that actually pairs beautifully. So that would be complementary pairing. The other thing you could do would be a contrast. Like, for example, a great pairing is spicy Asian food with fruitier white wines. So the fruity sweetness counteracts the heat in the food, so you can actually enjoy the food better, and at the same time have a beautiful wine that actually the sweetness actually diminishes because of the spice in the food. And then another thing that is fantastic is origin. Where did the wine come from? There's a saying that says that what grows together goes together. And I think that that's a great way to pair things. Think about the origin of the food. Today, for example, we are going to pair pizza with Italian wine. And why would you do that? Well, let's talk about that for a moment. Pizza has become intrinsically identified with Italy, especially the city of Naples, which is considered to be the home base of pizza throughout the world. And even though pizza probably didn't start in Italy, Italy has definitely become its spiritual home. It's home of pizza. Everybody identifies pizza with Italian food, and so it's great to think about pairing that pizza with some nice Italian wine because obviously those two foods definitely have grown up together, and they do go together. And it's interesting also from my time in Italy that pizza was not just a food, it was actually a social event. It was going out, hanging out with some friends for pizza. Many of the pizza restaurants don't even open until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. It's a late night experience. Usually you're out way past midnight enjoying pizza, and many times it's a beer or it's a wine, just hanging out with some friends, enjoying some good food and some good wine. Okay, so let's talk about ourselves. We have Pazzia here with us today. Pazzia in Italian means craziness, and part of that is that it's crazy good. It really is. And this particular wine is actually coming to us from Maduria. Now, all the time that I lived in Italy, I never had this wine. And what was interesting, it was one of the wines that was suggested to me by my Italian friends that did not live in Puglia, where this comes from. They lived with me in Torino, and they said, "Hey, listen, you got to get some primitivo di Maduria." And I was like, "Well, what is that?" I never bought wine based on labels. I always went to my wine shop and got wine that was local, Never really even bought a bottle. I bought wine in bulk, and they filled up my bottles, took those home, and drank them. It was fantastic. So anyway, it's been a pleasure since being back in the States to try some different things that I've never tried in Italy. And this is one of those. And Maduria is considered to be, again, looking at that spiritual home of things. Uh, Primitivo is not a grape that originated in Italy. It actually originated in Croatia, right across the Adriatic Sea. But it made its way across and landed in Puglia, which is the heel, the boot of Italy. And it has found its spiritual home there in Maduria. And Maduria is the actually DOCG rating. You'll see the label on top. DOC rating, sorry, not DOCG, DOC rating for Primitivo. And that just means it's a highly rated wine based on the fact that the origin of place where it's coming from is considered to be one of the better places of growing that particular grape. And so this is actually a really nice wine. $16.99 a total wine. It's not an expensive wine. But man, next time you have some friends over and you want to do a pizza party, grab a couple of these bottles and add to it. It's very, very good. Now, this particular bottle is a 22 vintage, 14% ABV, very strong ABV. And black fruits and spice are the tasting notes here. But here's what's wonderful is the taste of this wine. Let me just have some. It is smooth. It is got that black fruit, but then again on that mid palate, this little slight spiciness comes up. So guess what? That goes with pizza. So let me just have some. Excuse my eating. So I have a 4 meat pizza. This has pepperoni on it, sausage, bacon. Really great. Now let's try this with the wine. Perfect compliment. Perfect compliment. So guys, next time that you're out wanting some pizza, Pazzia, Primitivo di Maduria, and pizza. Wonderful combination. And remember, subscribe to the channel. We're growing. We want to see that continue to grow. And I just thank you guys for being a part of this journey and being with us. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.